to the end zones. Gridirons up and down the coast. Live from the largest sports team on local television. This is Friday Football Focus.
Welcome to Friday Football Focus, the playoff edition. I'm Joey Virgilio filling in for Mike Klan. We're going to kick the show off in Arroyo Grande, where Friday Football Focus senior reporter Dave Alley has the highlights of the Eagles Central Section Division 1A playoff game against Clovis West.
Interesting matchup here tonight, Joey. Arroyo Grande comes in 8-2, Clovis West 3-7. So on paper, appears to be perhaps a bit one-sided, but would you believe Clovis West is actually ranked higher in the Central Section, 13th, than Arroyo Grande is at 14th? But in the all-important Division 1A playoff bracket, AG is seeded 4th, Clovis West 5th, so that's why Arroyo Grande is home here tonight. This is a battle of Eagles of Arroyo Grande taking on the Golden Eagles of Clovis West. First matchup between these two programs just a few minutes in. AG strikes first, Sam Wolf connecting with Caleb Clark. He does the rest, completing the 23-yard touchdown. Eagles on top just like that, 7-0. Big play later in the first with Clovis West inside the 10. Ball gets snapped way too high and ends up losing 20 yards for Clovis West. They wound up missing a field goal and came away empty-handed. Moved to the second quarter, Clovis West back on offense. But J.J. Howard, freshman quarterback, picked off by Noah Weber. Weber and the Eagles defense really having a big impact on this game. Big turnover because just a couple plays later, ball gets back into the hands of Clark, and he is gone. Racing down the sideline, 39 yards for his second score of the game. Eagles double up the lead, 14-0. Late in the half, Golden Eagles finally break through. Michael Espinoza up the middle for a 19-yard touchdown run. AG led it at the break, 14-8. Move to the third, another important AG defensive play. Clovis West driving, Major League catches a pass, but the ball knocked out, and the fumble is recovered by Weber. And once again, Weber and the AG defense denies Clovis West. That turnover also proved to be big because just a couple plays after that, once again, Clark showing his skills, slipping through the Golden Eagle defense and going the distance for his third touchdown of the game, 44 yards. AG on top, 20-8. Clovis West later scored to make it 20-15, but the Eagles go back to their go-to guy. You bet it's Clark again, scoring his fourth touchdown of the night. Eagles on top, 27-15. Clark the star on offense, but how about Weber on the defense? Later in the fourth with Clovis West driving again, pass tipped and intercepted by Weber, his third turnover of the night. 2 picks and a fumble recovery. What a game by those two and the entire Eagles team as AG wins it. Arroyo Grande beats Clovis West 27-22. With the victory, Arroyo Grande moves to 9-2 on the season, but more importantly, they advance on into the Division 1A semifinals. Up next, a road trip to top-seeded Bakersfield next Friday night. In Arroyo Grande, I'm Friday Football Focus reporter Dave Alley. Back to you, Joey.
Thank you, Dave. Welcome back to the CIF playoff. San Marcos football. The Royals were making their first postseason appearance since 2005. Caleb Wynn has the highlights. The San Marcos Royals were just 9 points away from an undefeated regular season, despite that they have the second seed in Division 10.
The San Marcos Royals were just 9 points away from an undefeated regular season. Despite that, they have the second seed in Division 10, and tonight they host a home playoff game against Chino.
First possession of the game, Royal running back Nathan Jones carrying defenders on his shoulders, ripping this long run. That led to quarterback Danny Diaz setting up this screen for Anthony Obispo, and he takes it all the way. 7-0 home team on the 32-yard score. Chino now on offense, and quarterback Maximus Barroso is going to roll to the right, find his receiver Luke Prescott, and that set up a goal-to-go situation where Barroso took it himself. Game tied at 7, early second. Near halftime, Chino running back Demetrius Alloway sets up another red zone situation for Chino, but the Royals defense is going to step up here. Barroso picked off by Cole Dominguez to keep us tied at halftime. Early third, Diaz rifles one down the field. Tumbling catch by Quinn Donnell to set up first and goal. Austin Downey made it 10-7 San Marcos after the big play. To the fourth, Barroso trying to make something happen for Chino. He's going to roll right, look downfield, and he's picked off again. This time by Jones, who's doing it on both ends of the field. Speaking of which, Jones takes this handoff off his pick, brings up another goal line situation for San Marcos. Third and goal, Diaz wants 7, looking for Donnell, incomplete, and San Marcos settles for 3. Downey makes it 13-7. Chino took advantage of their goal line stand. They score a last-minute touchdown to end San Marcos' season 14-13. Reporting from Santa Barbara for FFF, this is News Channel reporter Caleb Wynn.
The Chino Cowboys will take on Silverado next week in the D10 quarterfinals. Santa Barbara High School transforms from the Dons into the Golden Tornado come playoff time. They opened up the CIF Southern Section Division IV playoffs on the road to El Medina. Early in the game, out of the Wildcat, it's going to be senior standout Kai Molt with an 8-yard rush around the left edge, setting up a touchdown run. Santa Barbara, 7-0. They'll add to the lead in the second quarter. It's Laird Finkel. Swing pass to Moses Morales. Catch and carry from 8 yards out. 14-0. Golden Tornadoes with 9 minutes left in the half. Now the Vanguards looking to answer in the red zone. Santa Barbara senior DJ Wilson coming up and makes a tackle, but El Medina fooling Santa Barbara here as a wide receiver, throwing a touchdown pass. Sam Jacket to Brody Hitchens, 14-7. But the Golden Tornadoes won't go away. They march right down the field and score again. Finkel to a wide open Sammy Congdon, 38-yard touchdown. Santa Barbara was up 21-7. It's now 21-14 and El Medina trying to get closer, but Santa Barbara blocks the field goal attempt right before the end of the half. Santa Barbara goes into the break up 21-14. Now we go to early in the fourth quarter. Here is the winning touchdown. It's Xavier Guest to A.J. Leonard, 23 yards. Santa Barbara gets knocked out of the playoffs, 28-21. They finish 6-4-1, and El Medina is going to move on into the D4 quarterfinals and play TO next Friday. Santa Barbara won the CIF Division III championship just 1 year ago. This year they are the top seed in Division IV. This game was moved to Santa Barbara City College due to the mountain fire. St. Bonnie coming out the gate rolling early with senior running back Cohen Glover. He's on the ground attack, rumbling 20 yards, getting the ball down inside the 10-yard line of Orange Vista. They feed Glover again. He'll finish off the drive with a 5-yard touchdown for the first points of the night. St. Bonnie up 7-0. Sarabs have one of the best defensive lines in the 805. Walter Moore getting in the backfield, taking down the quarterback for a sack, inches away from the safety. St. Bonaventure taking advantage of excellent field position. And again, it's Cohen Glover hitting the brakes, dipping upfield on the screen pass. 13-0 St. Bonaventure on top. Orange Vista would have an answer, though. It's Abdul Aziz, the quarterback, to Jay Sean Washington, out to the flat for a touchdown. PAT was blocked, so the score is now 13-6. The Coyotes were underdogs, pulling out all the tricks with a fake punt here, getting a first down. That fake punt on their own side of the field, that was Donovan Morton racing for a first down. Then Orange Vista capitalizing. Khalil Abdul-Aziz hooking up with Jay Sean Washington again. Touchdown Coyotes. They're down 13-12. The PAT was blocked. Late in the first half, St. Bonaventure special teams making an impact. Freshman Darian Johnson taking the punt, running right into your living room. 28 yards down to the Coyote 22-yard line. And St. Bonaventure capitalizing on the field position 2 yards out. It's Perez running it through the gut of the defense. Bonaventure heading into halftime up 20-12. Bonaventure would roll Orange Vista. They win 47-30. St. Bonnie moving on to the D4 quarterfinals. They're going to have a home game next Friday against Redondo Union. When we come back, more Central Section playoff highlights from St. Joe's road game in Lemoore. Plus, we'll take a look at St. Louis Obispo's look to soar above Highland. We'll be right back. welcome back to Triple F. The San Luis Obispo Tigers entering the CIF Central Section D2 playoffs with a 9-1 record. The Rooster, Kevin Roos, has the highlights against Highland of Bakersfield.
Hey, Joey, it's been an incredible year for San Luis Obispo as the Sunset League champs now set their sights on their first CIF title since 2001. All the Tigers need to do, though, is last a little longer than the Kardashian clothing line at Sears if they'd like to get out of the first round of the playoffs for the first time in 3 years. San Luis Obispo welcoming in the Scots of Highland from Bakersfield. A little confusing there. Love their lawn care products, though. That turf builder is something else, I'll tell you. First quarter opening drive for the Scots, and you parents got that joke. 4th and 3, Austin Hernandez taking the sweep down the right side, and if it's not Scottish, then it's crap. That's what Mike Myers used to say on that Scottish SNL bit. Anybody remember that? All right, 10 of you did. That sets up this field goal attempt by the Scots, but it's blocked by the Tiger defense, and they came up big last week, and they're coming up again big this week, and Tigers getting out of the jam there. Second quarter now, 4th and 2, Jace Gomes faking the handoff. He's going to do his best Leonardo DiCaprio impersonation. It says, "Catch me if you can," movie reference. San Luis Obispo now up 7-0. 5:50 to go till the half. 3rd and 11. Gomes rolling out, and he's going to hit Abel Ritter, and he is able to pick up the first down and a little bit more, moving the chains. Then a few plays later, down inside the 5, they give it to Jacob Garcia, and Yahtzee, he's going to get himself into the end zone. San Luis Obispo now up 14-0, starting to look good here. Scots, though, not looking good on this punt. Clearly went over their head. Aiden Zamora going to fall on it in the end zone for the safety. That gives San Luis 2 points. They're up 16-0 right now. 11.4 seconds to go in the half. Gomes firing and finding Cody Johnson with a nice diving catch into the end zone. It's now 23-0 Tigers. That's how it would stand at the half. Move over to the third quarter. Scots, they got to get something going, right? Well, they did, but it was going the other way, and now they cough the football up again, and the Tiger defense falls all over it. Tiger D, another great play for them. Then a little bit later, Gomes on a 3rd and 20, going to scramble one way, scramble the other way. Got moves like he's on Dancing with the Stars. You can watch that on our channel here on KUIT. Same drive, though, but now in the fourth quarter as Gomes sets up that field goal. And then Aiden Dellinger bangs it through from about 20 yards out. San Luis Obispo going up nicely there, 26-0 at that point. They go on to win this one, 26-8. Tigers will be at Central Valley Christian next week in San Luis Obispo tonight for Friday Football Focus. I'm Kevin Roos. Joey, sending it back to you.
We'll keep it in Division II in the Central Section. St. Joe's playing at Lemoore. This game went right down to the wire. Knights kickoff returned by number 17, who's not listed on the Max Preps roster. He brings the ball into Lemoore territory. St. Joe's taking advantage of special teams as Abraham Meza carrying the ball right afterwards all the way to the house for a St. Joseph touchdown. Game tied up at 14 at halftime. Second half, Knights rally freshman quarterback Jack Heslett, airing it out to Matthew Aru for the touchdown. Knights win a thriller. The final, St. Joe's 24, Lemoore 23. The winner will move on to the Central Section D2 quarterfinals next week, where they'll play Bakersfield Christian. When we come back, more highlights from tonight. Pacifica's first round playoff game, plus Atascadero battling Liberty in the Central Section. We'll be right back. Keep it here. Welcome back. The Atascadero Greyhounds begin the CIF Central Section D5 playoffs at home against Liberty from Madera. Tony Almanza was there and has the action.
Hey Joey, after finishing 5-5 overall in the regular season, the Greyhounds have made the playoffs for a fourth straight time. Atascadero is looking to rebound after losing the Sunset League Championship to San Luis Obispo last Friday night. So let's see how the Greyhounds do in the first round of the playoffs. The Greyhounds welcomed in the 5-5 Liberty Hawks after Atascadero turned the ball over on fourth down. The Hawks on offense, Adrian Vasquez looks downfield and finds Talon LaMatina for a 40-yard score. Liberty strikes first, taking a 7-0 lead. Early in the second quarter, Greyhounds on offense, Michael Trejo fires downfield and finds Josiah Guyona for a 31-yard touchdown. Atascadero ties the game up at 7. In the third quarter, Trejo keeps it and he finds some running room. He zooms past the Hawks defense and gets tackled at the 5-yard line. Then it's Joseph Hyde who takes the handoff and gets in the end zone. The Greyhounds tied the game up at 14. In the fourth quarter, Atascadero back on offense. Trejo goes deep and connects with Jacob Harry down the sideline for a big gain on the play. Then it's Trejo again. He keeps it and makes guys miss. He runs it in for a Greyhound touchdown. Atascadero takes the lead. And the Greyhounds beat the Hawks 21-14. Atascadero moves on and will play Morro Bay next week. Joey, back to you.
We go back to the Southern Section, and Pacifica coming into the postseason with plenty of momentum after back-to-back wins against Simi Valley and Bishop Diego. Let's head out to the field. The Tritons playing a D4 first-round game against Laguna Beach. Game moved to Cal Lutheran from Oxnard. Sophomore Isaiah Phelps ties up the game at 7 with the touchdown. Once the Tritons started scoring, they kept their foot on the pedal. Here is Fresno State commit Isaiah Dillon with the grab to set up a touchdown to make it 20-7. Then Cal Poly commit Savion Taylor catches a touchdown pass, 26-7 Pacifica. Pacifica rolls to a 47-14 win. The Tritons are going to move on to the D4 quarterfinals, where they're going to play Long Beach Poly next Friday. We got more playoff highlights and action coming up after a short break. Keep it here. Welcome back. An all-Ventura County matchup in D5. Ventura-Rio Mesa game moved to Simi Valley due to the mountain fire. Isaiah Bautista scoring the first touchdown of the game, 7-3 Rio Mesa. Ventura takes the lead just before halftime on a Derek Garcia to freshman Tristan Savage connection. Cougars go up 10-7. Then Rio Mesa building on a 21-10 second half lead. It's Bautista again from 5 yards out. Rio Mesa would hold on and win the game 21-18 in a tight one in the 805. They beat Ventura for a second time this year. Rio Mesa moving on to the D5 quarterfinals, where they're going to play at La Serna of Whittier, who rolled Troy 28-7. In D12, one more score for you. Dos Pueblos wins the Crescento Valley 35-27. All the local playoff scores can be found on KEYT.com. Thank you for watching Friday Football Focus. Mike Clan will be right back here next week. Have a great weekend.